More Threads, a brand owned by a former teacher and Black American freedmen, use their apparel and more to teach hidden truths and Black American history. More Threads will address the lack of knowledge and negative images in our community. Check out www.morethreads.com to purchase our apparel, read thought-provoking blogs, and more. Sign up to have raw conversations and wear clothing that acknowledges, celebrates, and honors our lineage at www.morethreads.com.
Hello fam, welcome back to the African Diaspora News channel. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you this report. Today's report is quite interesting. The UN is admitting that Black people in Switzerland are facing discrimination. They are being treated differently than their white counterparts by the police. There is brutal arrest, there is stereotyping. They also face racial slurs. Nigeria Abroad reported that the United Nations experts have issued a report stating that people of African descent face routine invasive screenings, racial insults, violence, and impunity expectations in Switzerland following their visit to the country. The report was presented to the UN Human Rights Council on October 3rd. While the authors acknowledged that positive measures had been taken by Switzerland, they also found that strong structural racial discrimination and anti-African racism had severe repercussions on economic, social, cultural, civil, and political rights for people of African descent. In their findings, they found out that Black people in Switzerland often are victims of police brutality, and also they have found out that negative stereotypes are being reinforced by political campaigns. And they also touched on how Black people are being portrayed. It could be in the media, it can be with leaders running for the election. They portray Black people as drug traffickers or parasites. They don't do or contribute anything to the economy. They just leech off of white people. That's how they portrayed Black people that are living in that country. So the people, the average people, will watch that on TV or will see a campaign by a politician, and they just assume that is what they should expect from a Black person, hence turns into mistreatment of Black people. And so it's not news to us because we have been talking about how the media portrays us, the reality shows portrays us. There's a way they usually cast Black people so that it's just the norm, you know, subconsciously it is stuck in your head and you believe that's what to expect from Black people. So it's not new that Europe is doing this. The US does it as well as other parts of the world. So I found it interesting that the UN is making it a focus to help Black people in Switzerland, but it's not just there, as we all know, so they should also expand that research. But it's a start that they are starting with this country, and the country actually accepted this. They said they're working towards fixing that problem because a lot of Black people lose their lives because of police brutality, because of profiling, because they have been portrayed in a negative light. This needs to stop, and unfortunately it happens all over the world, and Switzerland is accepting what their people do to Black people. Anyways fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Make sure you pick up my 2 books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs and on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.